guys, I'm Charlotte. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be going over how to make goals, the New Year's resolutions, and just general goals, and how to make them the most attainable, smart goals that you could have. So often when we do New Year's resolutions, we just say, I want to do so and so. I want to lose weight. I want to quit this. I want to quit that. And often when we do this, as much as that's the goal we want to hit, we have no stepping stones in place. We have no time frame set of achieving this goal. We have no finish line so much to work towards. And because of this, a lot of the time we don't actually meet those goals. We could be really motivated at first because we've only just set those goals and it's like the new year, new me thing. But really, we don't want new year, new you. We want a new year, improved you. So happier you. There's different ways to go about things. So when it comes to setting goals, you need to make sure that they are smart goals. So by this, I mean they need to be specific. So you can't just write, I want to lose weight. You need to be specific on how much you want to lose in the time frame. You need to know how you're going to measure that. So it needs to be measurable. So how are you going to keep track of how much weight you're losing? Are you going to take photos? Are you going to log it in a journal? Are you going to share it with your friends? Are you going to go to like Slimming World or something and get achievements through it? How are you going to make sure that you are staying accountable and measurable for your actions? So another one is attainable. So the A in SMART stands for attainable. Now this means there's no point in saying I want to lose 2 stone in a month if you're not able to like go to the gym, you're not financially stable enough to buy certain amount of meals. If you haven't got the right tools in place, realistically, some people perhaps could lose 2 stone, and you know, if you are really pushing yourself and you are, you know, really motivated. But 2 stone in 1 month seems like a lot of weight to lose, especially at the beginning. Now, it can be done, like I said, I'm not saying it can't be done, but if you have a plan in place and say, I want to lose £1 a week, I'm going to do this by doing this workout this day, this workout another day. You could say, I'm going to do that by working out 3 times a week and going on more walks. Or I'm going to do that by eating better and making small changes to your day. So taking the stairs instead of the lift, or, you know, walking instead of driving to the shop. Just little changes like that. So that is more specific, that is more measurable, so you can keep track of what you're doing. It's more attainable because you have more chance of hitting it if you know exactly what you're doing and it's realistic. Relevant, so obviously it needs to be specific to the goal that you want to do. There's no point in saying something completely off track of it. It's just, you've got to make sure it's specific to what you're trying to do. Time-based. So you need to set yourself a goal because you need to know that you're working towards something. That's not necessarily going to be a finish line, because personally, when I've lost weight in the past, I've got to a stage that I'm comfortable, but I still need to keep up with that weight, not lose anymore, but I need to keep on top of stuff, and I still need to eat healthier and everything. And when I lost weight, I haven't looked at it as a diet as such. I've looked at it as a lifestyle change. So I found that one not so much a finish line, but a goal line. So for me, it'd be a goal line to get another stone lost, because I've put on a stone since the last time, when I was in really good shape, when I was feeling confident in myself, when I felt healthy. So I know exactly how I'm going to go about that. I'm going to try and lose ½ pound a week, because that's manageable for me. I have a lot of other things that I've got going on in my life, and I'm a very busy person. So if I was to say a pound, I might feel quite overwhelmed with that, because I've got so much other stuff going on that might seem a bit too much for me, and I might get a bit panicked, and if I don't hit it, that's something then that I'm failing at, and I'll feel disappointed and disheartened. So that's another thing, and another reason why you need to make sure your goals are achievable. Because if you set yourself a goal, say to lose £10 in a week, if you were to set yourself that goal, for example, and you only lost £2, £2 is a great number. The average amount you should aim to lose weekly is around £0.5 pound to £1, because that is a manageable weight loss, and it is a healthy amount of weight loss. Losing a lot of weight at the same time can be unhealthy if you're not doing it properly, because then it can be like a crash diet, and you might not get the nutrients you need then. So what I'm trying to say is they need to be measurable, and they need to be achievable, because you would be so disappointed if your goal was to hit 10 and you hit 2. Even though 2 is absolutely amazing, you would be disappointed with yourself because you didn't hit this unachievable goal, this really, really difficult goal to hit. You set the bar too high in the beginning. If you lost £2 and you was like, right, I want to lose another £2, then that's more manageable. But saying I want to lose £10 from the off, just getting into it, it's not realistic. You need to think carefully, because it can affect your progress. It can slow your progress down, or it can just completely stop your progress, because you might be that disheartened that you're like, oh well, there's no point, I can't do it. But you can do it. This is what I'm trying to say. You need to have faith in yourself. You can do anything as long as you put your mind to it and make smart goals. So another thing that I've put down for my goals are to look after myself better. Now that's not a smart goal at the moment, but we're going to make it smart together. So looking after myself better includes losing weight, because I've put a little bit more on, drinking water more, because my skin has started having breakouts. I've ate a lot of rubbish. I've drank a lot of pop. I've been having headaches again. I've been feeling dizzy again, and that's down to me being dehydrated. So that's one big goal for me, is to drink more water. But another thing I want to do as part of looking after myself is to do a daytime and nighttime routine. So to get myself back into the swing of things, because at the moment my sleep pattern's been all over the place. I've just not been feeling upbeat and full of energy. I've been feeling really sluggish and tired all the time, and just not in the mood. So to do this, my water intake I have set and 1,000 ml a day goal. So 1 litre a day, goal. So I know you should drink more than that, ideally, but from somebody who's not drinking any water whatsoever, 1,000 mils is going to be hard for me. That is still going to be a challenge for me. So 1,000 mils is one of these. One full one of these. Now, I haven't drunk any yet. I am going to, but I made sure I've got it nice and cold, and I'm going to drink this today. This is my goal today. I'm not going to bed till this is finished, even if I go down it before I go to sleep. That is my goal. So I'm going to measure this because there's 1,000 mils on that bottle. It tells me that I am drinking 1,000 mils. So I'm going to measure that by drinking the whole thing. There's an actual measuring thing on there. I am going to measure it by putting it into my book, because I've got a journal book, which I'm going to tick off how many mils of water I've drunk. So that's an easy measurable goal. So for me, that is going to be to drink water for every single day of this month. So that's one goal. That is something I can work on, so I can still add to it if it becomes easy for me, because I do want to eventually get up to whatever the recommended daily intake is. Ideally, I'd like to do 2 bottles a day. So yeah, with that one, I can obviously work on it. It's not a goal that's set in stone and then once I've hit it, it's done. I'm going to do this every single day for a month. If I hit that at the end of the month, I will put it up to 1.5 bottles for another month, and then 2 bottles until I reach my goal. So that's my time. I've got a time limit on it. So that will be more achievable for me now. I'm going to also exercise in part of looking after myself. So I have a bad knee. My knee, I've got a burster on it, and I've got a meniscus tear behind my knee. I've also got weakness of my knee, so there's a bit of swelling all around there, and part of my recovery for it has been recommended to do resistance training. So as part of me trying to lose weight for one and trying to look after myself, part of that is going to be to do resistance training for my knee. So at the moment, as I'm only just starting, the kids are going to be going back to school next week, and I'm going to have a lot to get on top of again. I've got college starting back next week. There's going to be a bit of everything going on. So I'm going to give myself the goal of work out twice a week doing resistance training. So again, that's specific. I will find a specific video and I'm going to copy that video. I haven't done that yet, but I am going to. And I'm going to write down the name of that. I'm going to give myself this month, and then I'm going to see how I get on. And if at the end of the month I've got that in my routine, I've got it down, then I'm going to add more. If not, I'm going to give myself another 2 weeks and see how I get on, and another 2 weeks, and I'm going to keep doing that until it becomes part of my routine. My end goal is to do 5 days a week. Not necessarily resistance training, but some sort of training 5 days a week. Then I want to do a day and night routine. So I feel like this will really help my organisation, which helps me mentally, because if I'm thinking about too much, there's too much chaos, I just completely lose track of everything, and I get overwhelmed, and I get stressed, and I get emotional, and then I end up not wanting to do anything. I don't have no motivation. So I'm going to try and sort myself out a day and a nighttime routine. So my daytime routine, I want to include some sort of self-care, so like moisturising my face or something like that. Some sort of, perhaps my resistance training, some sort of journaling. That's the type of thing I want to have in my day and my nighttime routine, ideally. Maybe my nighttime routine, some sort of meditation or something, because I find it hard to unwind at nighttime. So that's specific. That's what I want in my goals. Obviously, like I said, I haven't set my day and night time routines just yet, but they are things that I want to include in there. So I'm going to do this for the first month again, and well, month or two, and see how I get on. I'm going to start with the daytime routine, so I'm not going to think about the nighttime routine just yet. I'm going to think about the daytime routine, because I feel it's more important for me to concentrate on my daytime routine at the moment, as I find I struggle to get going with work, and I get going with exercising and everything. Like, once I'm started, I could be motivated all day. I just find it really hard to start in the day. So if I get my morning routine down, it should have a knock-on effect, and I should be more motivated throughout the whole day. So that is specific. I'm going to measure this by keeping track in my journal. I'm going to be ticking off my daytime routine and nighttime routine. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to keep it where I can see it, and I'm going to ensure I follow it by keeping track through my journal. Like I said, I've given you a time with that. So I came across something the other day that said it takes 21 days to start to create a habit, and 90 days to make it part of your life, so you integrate it in your lifestyle. So for me, I think it's really, really important to break it down when it comes to setting goals. So you could break it down into weeks like I've done, or months like I've done, or you could even break it down into days. If you wanted to just do a weekly plan and just break it down into every week and do daily tasks for yourself. So if you wanted to, I don't know, what can you do today to reach your goal? So if your goal is to lose weight, what can you do today to lose weight? So it could be as simple as, right, this week I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself. I'm going to start off with doing a healthy breakfast. Then day 2 could be a healthy breakfast and a glass of water. Day 3 could be a healthy breakfast, a glass of water, and going for a little walk. And so on. Like, you could just add to it and do that for a week, and then see how you get on. And then if you're feeling like you're still struggling to keep up with that, keep doing that the following week. If you feel like you've hit that, then add in lunch, breakfast, and a walk and a glass of water, or 2 workouts or 1 workout. You can add into it without making it so difficult and so seeming so unachievable and so far away. You celebrate the little wins, and that keeps you motivated, that keeps you going. I cannot stress enough how important it is for you to have these little wins, to have these little celebrations and hitting these little goals along the way. It makes it so much easier for you. So another thing that I want to start doing is journaling. I want to start doing this every day, morning and night. Morning, I want to do my plan for the day. Nighttime, I want to be doing a little gratitude, what I'm grateful for the day. I'm going to do this daily, and this is just going to be an ongoing one. I don't have a time frame for it to be finished, but each month I'm going to do a check-in and see how I'm getting on. It's attainable because it is literally just writing down my day. If I wake up and I do my goals, my tasks for the day, and then I go to bed and just write what I'm grateful for, I'm going to make sure it is achievable by putting my notepad by my bed, so it's the first thing I can do when I wake up. Another thing that I struggle with is being hard on myself. So my last goal is to make sure I am not so hard on myself. And to do this, I am going to do my gratitude. So every single night I want to write down everything that I'm grateful for, things that I have achieved, whether that be like one thing, or whether I set myself a goal for 5 things that I am proud of, 5 things that I have achieved, 5 things that I've done that I never thought I would, or 5 things I love, 5 things that make me smile, 5 of my favourite songs, and then go and listen to those songs. It's just something to get you out of your head, to get you thinking about something specific, thinking of positive things. It's almost like you're tricking your mind into thinking positively, because often our minds automatically go to the negative and automatically think, I'm drained, I can't wait to go to sleep. Whereas when you just take that 5 minutes and just think about the things that you've done, you'll be surprised the amount of things that you can actually be proud of, and the things that you are actually grateful for, and how that'll help you feel. You'll go to bed happy, and then you will have a better night's sleep, and you'll wake up happy. And also, it's better for you to be writing in a book than scrolling through your phone just before bed, because the lights can affect your eyes and it can stop you from being able to sleep properly. So that's another reason why I want to do the journaling. Now, trying not to be hard on myself is a difficult task. That is one that I am going to struggle with, whether I make it a SMART goal or not. But I think with my gratitude and my journaling, I think that will probably commit me to this and help me to do this without realising. Now, what I'm going to also try and do is, if I ever get into a place where I'm in a negative situation where I think I shouldn't have done that, I'm going to try and turn it around and be like, well, why did I do that? What effect did that have on myself, or what effect did that have on that person? Can I make up for that? Is there anything I would have done differently? And try and challenge that thought. Try and make myself think differently and think of it in a more positive way, or rectify that issue. Stop myself from being so stubborn if I've fallen out with somebody, and try my hardest to just put a positive spin on things and think, yeah, we all make mistakes or whatever, but there's ways to fix them. Or perhaps if it's like, oh, I've been rubbish today, I've been awful mum because I've been busy doing this, but then I could turn that back on myself. Like, I feel guilty quite often because I am a social media influencer, so I spend a lot of time on my phone and a lot less time with the kids now than what I used to. But the way I'm starting to see it, I didn't used to. I used to feel a lot more guilty, but I'm starting to think of it as I am building a future for my children and my husband and myself. I am trying to build an income through my social media, which will mean more time together, which will mean more benefits for us all, and it will mean freedom to us to do more. It will benefit them in the long run. It will show them how to work hard. It will show them that they can achieve what they want to achieve if they put their minds to it and if they stay committed to it. It will show them that even if you're scared of something, to just push yourself. Just go for it. You never know what's going to happen. Now, I could fail at this. I could. But in my mind, I am going to give it my absolute all, and I am going to push myself until I make it worth it. Now, like I said, I do feel bad often for being on my phone more than spending time with kids in the day. But if I was doing a 9-to-5 job, I wouldn't even be home. They still get to see me. They still get to speak to me. I still get to give them a touch. I get to go and speak to them when I want to. I get to have a break when I want to. And that is something I need to remember, and I need to think about more. That, yeah, I may be on my phone a bit more. I may be doing stuff and not necessarily playing with them as much. But they have things to play with themselves, and they have each other. And I don't do a lot of it when Frankie's awake, so it's only like an hour or two of the day. So I need to be more understanding with myself. And that is one of the ways I am going to make sure that I keep track of it, by challenging stuff and journaling. So fingers crossed that one goes to plan, because there's a lot of guilt that comes with being a mum, and yeah, it's a hard one. But I hope you all have learned so much from this video, and now you can go and set some specific smart goals, and let me know what your goals are. And if you need any help with setting a smart goal, then please drop me a comment down below, and I am more than happy to help you. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. I really do appreciate it. This really, really helps me. And a lot of people, surprisingly, watch my videos but aren't actually subscribed. But they do come back and watch my videos every week. So please make sure you're subscribed. You may not be. You may think you are and you're not. So I'll see you next week, and I look forward to showing you what's coming next. Bye.